Hey guys, today I'm going to go over another split format match that I played recently. I was playing Goat Control, and my opponent, Cowant again, is playing Volcanics. And so I like my opening hand, because I had Barrows, one of the power cards of the format. I don't have any spells though, but I'll have time to find one, in theory. Hopefully I'll find a spell. I could go either Fall Wind, or Sangan here, but this dies to Bottomless. And Sangan makes Mirror Force or Deprison not so good for him, and doesn't die to Bottomless, so I went for Sangan. Here I'm gonna Bottomless his Rocket, even though he still gets the search, just because I don't have a way to deal with 1900 at the moment. And then now I go for Spirit of the Fall Wind, searching one of my flip monsters. One of the little sub-engines of this deck is you have Night Assailant to discard for Divine Wrath and such, and Graceful Charity and Tribe Infecting Virus. Because when you discard him, it gets another flip monster back out of your graveyard. So it's just a subtle little card advantage engine. He's going to go Tribe Infecting Virus, attack my Sangan, which I'm 1,000,000% fine with because I just get the search. Now I can Tour Guide for a Grand Pulse or an Alucard. And he goes for the Tribe effect, which I don't know why he didn't just do that before attacking the Sangan. Unless he really wanted that Sangan off my field, but if he tribed first and I Divine Wrathed it, he wouldn't have given me a Sangan search. And I discard the Magician of Faith because then I can discard this later, hopefully, to get the Magician of Faith back. If the opportunity arises. Here I let the Fiendish Chain resolve, because I could Cosmic Cyclone it, but I don't really care that much about 1800 damage. If this little normal summon baits out a Fiendish Chain, I'm super okay with that. And then now I'm gonna do Tour Guide, probably for Grand Pulse. And then here I chain. Oh yeah, that's the other reason I saved the Cosmic Cyclone, is because I know he had Reload, and Reload is much more important to deal with than Fiendish Chain. Because this stops his whole draw engine, if I can just banish that. And if I banish with Cosmic Cyclone, he doesn't get the graveyard effect for the quick effect Reigeki with Scattershot. He tried to wipe my board with the Scattershot, but I was not about to allow that. And now I can make Grand Pulse, pop this Fiendish Chain, and get my 1800 attacker back online. Pop the Fiendish and pass. He's going to Volcanic Rocket, which we Bottomless again. The other reason Bottomless is so good in this matchup is because it keeps his graveyard empty of Pyro monsters. Meaning, even if he has Volcanic Emperor, he can't summon it, because I keep banishing all his fodder for it. So the best thing he could do is banish Reload from his field, and then he's not getting as much burn damage, and he's losing his Reload, so he can't use the quick effect. Or the Mill of Volcanic from deck effect. This is an insane draw, because now I have enough stuff in my graveyard to make Missing Barrows and Blackluster Soldier pretty sick, and just go for game. So I Grand Pulse to deal with the back row, Fiendish Chain, nice, and then Barrows can just banish the Fiendish Chain. Oh, I don't know why I didn't go for it here. Maybe, I don't know, was I just playing it super extra safe? I don't know. I don't know why I didn't just go for Barrows there. Banish both his traps and attack for game. I don't know what I was doing. I should have just gone for Barrows there. Maybe I was afraid of Torrential Tribute, but then I just summoned Blackluster Soldier anyway. I don't know. Maybe I was afraid of Mirror Force. Even though I shouldn't have been, because I saw him search the Reload, and then this was his other thing he activated, so. I don't know. I should have just gone for game. I don't know what I was thinking. He's going to make Formula Synchron, use Rimfire effect. It's so Jover. Why did I not just summon these? I'm genuinely confused. I had enough stuff for both of them. I don't know what I was doing, guys. Feel free to make fun of me in the comments. He's gonna mill Emperor, and he can't even summon it unless he wants to banish the Reload, which I'm okay with. And then he ends up just not banishing it anyway. Or not summoning it anyway. There's no Pyros, but even if he Here I say Bottomless goes crazy because it kept those pyros out of his graveyard. If he banishes this for the Emperor, he loses his draw engine and still only burns me for 1500. And then 2700 total if he attacks. But here I just play Barrows for game. I don't know why I didn't do that last turn. I really don't know. Wish I could tell you guys why, but I genuinely don't know. Barrows goes crazy, and we attack for game. Oh, wait. I guess that's... Well, yeah, if I went for Barrows last turn, he just reload scattershots it, but then I still had BLS. Oh, but he also had a... I should have just done it. I think I was scared of his back row, but I should have just remembered it was the reload that he searched. Because I have Barrows to force out its back row, / the scatter shot, and then BLS to swing for game. This hand is like not that bad. I have Scapegoat and then Magician to get back to Scapegoat to stall for a while. And like a good amount of back row. The thing with this hand though is I have no threats. So I'd have a hard time like applying pressure. And I think applying early pressure to Volcanics is especially important, because you need to get them as close to dead as you can before they get their engine online and stabilize. Because they can stabilize very quickly by scattershotting your board and then summoning Emperor and just hitting you for 5,000. This is a good draw. Now I have that 1900 pressure I was talking about. It eats a Fiendish though, unfortunately, which was like expected off of 3 back row. And then here this hand is like totally fine if I can just draw a Metamorphosis to make like a King Dragon or a Thousand Eyes Restrict. But spoiler alert, I don't draw a Metamorphosis. Very sad. Yeah, he's gonna Blaze Accelerator my 2300 so that I can't just sit on it. And he can't attack me because of that, but he can just swing next turn. He has Emperor and Grave. I think I saw a Volcanic Shell in his hand, meaning he'll get fodder for it soon enough while also clearing my board. This is rough. This is rough, guys. Like I said, I'm totally fine if I also don't even have a Dark for BLS, so kind of an unfortunate hand this game. I'm fine if I can just draw Metamorphosis to like put 1,000 Eyes on the board. Even then it'd still be hard because he just Accelerator kills it. It's tough. It's pretty tough. The Goat Control deck is a little weak to just repeatable removal. Surprise, surprise, what deck isn't? But that's why we play the 3 Cosmics and the Magician of Faiths to get back the 3 Cosmics. He's gonna Scattershot my board, which I feel like is way overkill, just for some Scapegoat tokens. But it does give him Emperor a lot sooner. But when he tries to burn me, I think I was debating whether to Divine Wrath it. And I guess I just didn't, because I was going to Mirror Force the 2 guys. So let's see if that actually happens. Or no, okay. Yeah, I just took the burn damage. Interesting. And then he didn't attack, because he used Blaze Accelerator that turn, so he couldn't attack. And then here I Dark Hole. He Judgments. Now I wish I did play the Divine Wrath. I guess I was debating setting my Magician of Faith. I don't know. Why didn't I do that? Just to not... Oh, okay. To not play around my own Torrential. And then he Blind Raigeki breaks my Mirror Force. So now I really, really, really wish I Divine Wrathed the Emperor. Because he Judgmented my Dark Hole and Raigeki braked my Mirror Force, a 1 in 3 chance. Thankfully he plays in the Torrential though. But I think he can just summon Emperor again by banishing the Blaze Accelerator from his field. And then I can Divine Wrath that. Or you can just normal summon. Oh, okay, here's where I was stupid. I Divine Wrathed the Rocket, forgetting that he could just revive the Emperor and burn me and attack me. I should not have wasted my Divine Wrath on that. I should have just taken the 1900 and hope I drew something good next turn. because I just let him kill me off of Emperor, because I completely forgot that he could just resummon Emperor after the Torrential. So yeah, I definitely threw that one. I might have lost anyway just because I was so out of options, but at least the 1900 wouldn't have killed me. So yeah, I definitely should have not Divine Wrathed the rocket. That was like really stupid mistake. And then here we are in game 3. This hand is like pretty sick because I have Spirit to search a light, Sangan is a dark, Jar agreed to bait out backward removal, and I top deck Cosmic Cyclone to deal with reload, so I just have everything. I really like this hand, and I even have the 1800 to swing over his Tribe, which I personally wouldn't have summoned Tribe turn 1, because like if it gets attacked, you just miss out on its effect and go -1, which is exactly what happened. So I would have definitely not played the Tribe turn 1, kind of just like wasted it. And then here I get an even better light to play than the Magician of Faith, because I have no spells in there yet, but Faith is still really good to reuse Cosmic Cyclone, especially in this matchup. We're going to play the Sangam, basically just playing around Mirror Force and Torrential Tribute by making them not 2-for-1 me. And yeah, I'm taking my time. I think I'm holding this Gaia in case I draw Metamorphosis, because I want to be able to tribute it for its effect. Jar does successfully bait out a removal, which is awesome. And then my Cosmic baits out another Cosmic, so I just went +2. So now we have 7 cards to his 3, and we're just like very far ahead. Yeah, they still get banished. They just can't go back to hand or deck. Here I just... okay. I attempt to attack for 28 and just put him at the edge of death, but he scattershots. In which case I probably just summon the Gaia. Or a Tour Guide actually gives me slightly more damage. But yeah, I summoned the Gaia, saving the Tour Guide for if I need a Grand Pulse. Yeah, this game was just like over very quickly because I went +2 immediately and he had to use his Scattershot. And he Scattershotted my Sangan, meaning I still got a search out of it. So just very, very good for me. And if this Gaia dies, I have Blackluster Soldier in hand. And Darkhold to just clear the board. So yeah, this game's already over. I drew kind of really insane this one. I didn't see Metamorphosis the whole match though, somehow. Not a single Metamorphosis. And I even have missing Barrows after all that, and I can Jar Greed Darkhold to get the spell and trap in graveyard. So yeah, just absolutely broken draws this game. And here I just flex him on him a little bit. I put 8100 damage on the board. No biggie, no biggie. Banish my entire graveyard. Tour Guide for Tour Guide and swing for game. Yeah, just a little flex on him, and I had the Solemn Warning set. So yeah, that's what happens when this deck draws absolutely perfectly, and my opponent plays into my bait for the Jar of Greeds and stuff. Yeah, I drew so good. So that's it. The match ends 2-1 in Goat Control's favor, even though I didn't use many goats. I hope y'all liked that game, and I'll see you in the next video.